Hey guys, YouTuber 100 here. Okay, and for this video, there are a few things that are currently going on in WWE that I want to address. So, yeah, in this video I'm just going to be talking about just a few things that are currently going on in WWE because yeah, over basically the last few days, basically since since SmackDown this past Friday night and even going to the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view just on Sunday. Yeah, there are a few things that have occurred in the last few days of WWE. So in this video I just wanted to talk about a few things that have been going on in the WWE since then. So in this video I'm just going to be talking about what's going on in WWE and just talking about how I feel about this stuff and just what I really think this stuff might really lead to. So yeah. Okay, so the first thing that I want to talk about is, of course, what happened at the end of SmackDown this past Friday night. So yeah, this past Friday night at the end of SmackDown, Brock Lesnar won the WWE title from Kofi Kingston in 10 seconds. And so then, yeah, after he did, then Rey Mysterio then came out, but of course, Rey Mysterio brought out with him Cain Velasquez. And then, yeah, so yeah, just Rey Mysterio just brought out Cain Velasquez, since of course, on Raw last week, Brock Lesnar ended up attacking Rey Mysterio and his son Dominic. So then, yeah, I guess Rey Mysterio brought out Cain Velasquez as an equalizer, so somebody could actually match up to Brock Lesnar, because of course we know the history with Brock Lesnar and Cain Velasquez. I mean, back at UFC 121 in 2010, Cain Velasquez won the UFC title from Brock Lesnar. So yeah, and Cain Velasquez then came out and then he had beat down Brock Lesnar in the ring, and Brock Lesnar just ended up retreating from Cain Velasquez. So yeah, Cain Velasquez appeared on SmackDown this past Friday, and so yeah, I don't really know if Cain Velasquez has actually officially signed with the WWE yet, but yeah, I don't know if Cain Velasquez was just making an appearance there, if he actually has is in talks of signing with WWE, or if he has. Yeah, I haven't heard an official word on if Cain Velasquez has signed yet, but yeah, regardless of what this might lead to, I mean, is Cain Velasquez actually coming to WWE, and is he actually gonna have a feud with Brock Lesnar? Because I guess WWE kind of wants to sort of continue on with the story between them, considering their history together with the UFC. Like I said, with Cain Velasquez defeating Brock Lesnar for the UFC heavyweight title back in 2010, WWE even brought that up. So yeah, I don't know if not sure if they just want to do something to have Brock Lesnar kind of be haunted by that, think that Cain Velasquez is more powerful than him. I guess it's kind of similar to what WCW did when they brought in Ultimate Warrior against Hulk Hogan. How Hulk Hogan was haunted with the loss to the Ultimate Warrior at WrestleMania 6, and then they're feuding again. Yeah, I think that could possibly be the case here also, and it could be WWE's way of Brock Lesnar getting revenge on Cain Velasquez. If Cain Velasquez actually is actually going to be coming to the WWE as an official wrestler. And I've heard rumors that the Crown Jewel event coming up in Saudi Arabia on Halloween, that Brock Lesnar may end up defending the WWE title against Cain Velasquez. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't know if they are actually planning on doing that or what could happen, but yeah, it could be interesting to see Cain Velasquez and Brock Lesnar starting a feud to have Brock Lesnar get his revenge. I mean, I think it is a kind of a clever way of them having that their history in UFC come into WWE, and they will continue on with each other. And yeah, WWE could have a way for Brock Lesnar to get his revenge on Cain Velasquez in the WWE. Yeah, I mean, who knows what could happen with that, but yeah, it would be interesting to kind of see what they would do with Cain Velasquez. I mean, with Cain Velasquez coming to the WWE, if he does, I mean, yeah, it's just all these MMA fighters that have been like coming to the WWE. I mean, Brock Lesnar came back to WWE. Whereas Ronda Rousey has come to WWE, and Cain Velasquez comes to WWE. I mean, what other MMA stars could the WWE get to come? I mean, yeah, like WWE has really like been kind of like an inspiration for a lot of like the fighters that have been fighting in MMA. I mean, there's like I know there's like this guy what's his name Spencer Fisher, is that his name? Who's like a Ric Flair fan, who's kind of idolizes Ric Flair with the woos, yeah. And of course, like Ronda Rousey, like was like she was idolized Roddy Piper, hence why she's got Rowdy as her nickname, yeah. So yeah, a lot of like MMA fighters have really been inspired by the WWE, even though WWE is pro wrestling and not mixed martial arts, so it has like inspired like MMA fighters as well. So yeah, I guess that could be like why like there's been like MMA fighters coming to WWE. So yeah, but it could be interesting to see what they do with Cain Velasquez. I don't know if like they are just really just bringing him here for Brock Lesnar to get his revenge on Cain Velasquez, and they're just gonna let him go, or what's gonna happen. But yeah, I just really hope they don't really screw this up, and they don't really like totally screw Cain Velasquez over, because I really do feel that there could be like a lot of potential for him in the WWE if he does officially sign. So yeah, so regardless of what they do, I mean, if they are actually gonna have him go after Brock Lesnar and there'll be a WWE title match between them, a crown jewel. Yeah, we'll see what goes on with that. But yeah, it should be interesting to see like what will happen with this, and like where this will lead to. So yeah, all right. So that should be interesting to see. All right. Next thing I want to talk about is this past Sunday at Hell in a Cell, Charlotte Flair won the Women's Championship again, and she defeated Bayley. Oh man. I'm just going to be quite honest. I am just getting so freaking sick of Charlotte Flair always being at the top of the women's division. I mean, this has been getting so old for years. I remember I told you guys back when I was talking about WrestleMania 32, when I gave like my thoughts on that show. I did say in that video that I was like really getting tired of her always like winning and being like at the top of the division. And at this point, I am especially sick of it. I'm just sick of her always seeing her defeat everybody and burying all the talent in the women's division. This is just getting so freaking old, and it's really making me just like really, really sick and tired of her. I mean, it's like she's just wanting to follow in her father's footsteps way too damn much. I mean, she doesn't always have to defeat everybody. She doesn't need to keep winning the title, and she doesn't really need to beat like absolutely every woman in the division. It's just ridiculous. I mean, she's just been burying like all the talent for years. I mean, from Sasha Banks to Becky Lynch to Natalya to Asuka to Alexa Bliss. I mean, just you name it. I mean, she's just been burying absolutely everybody by defeating just everyone else in the division. Plus, she couldn't even get like she couldn't even actually take like a legit loss to Ronda Rousey last year at Survivor Series. I mean, she had to lose by DQ, and even then she had to look dominant over Ronda Rousey by giving her that beatdown after the match. That's just ridiculous. And plus also, her win just at SummerSlam against Trish Stratus, that really, really pissed me off. I mean, she seriously got to beat freaking everyone? I mean, seriously, and that just really pissed me off. I mean, she should not have won that match at SummerSlam. No, I don't care what anybody says. Charlotte should not have won that match. Trish should have gone over, especially seeing how that could quite possibly be what like Trish's legit final match and her like retiring for good from wrestling, and she freaking tapped out to Charlotte, which is an absolute load of bullshit. Alright, that should not be the last memory of Trish Stratus in a wrestling ring. Her actually tapping out to Charlotte Flair? No, absolutely not. I call bullshit on that. That was absolutely the wrong thing to do. No. Alright? And I'll be quite honest. Whenever Charlotte does do like that figure 8 move, it really makes me just want to like hammer blow her right in the stomach to break that hold. That's how sick and tired I'm getting of her. I mean, oh gosh, I'm just freaking sick to death of always seeing Charlotte at the top of the division, her beating absolutely everybody. I mean, I don't really like watch WWE like all the time anymore. Like I really don't watch Raw and SmackDown that much, and really like the only stuff that I really do watch on a regular basis is just the main pay-per-views like Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series and stuff like that. And it just seems like every time I watch it, I've always got to see Charlotte winning, and I'm just freaking sick to death of it. Like, seriously, give it a rest already, Charlotte. And plus, all these title wins that she's having, she's now won it 10 times. She's not doing anything to bring prestige to the championship. She's just, like, making it lose a ton of prestige because she really hasn't had, like, that many reigns that have really lasted that long, especially, like, the reign that she had, not this current one, but the one before. She, like, lost the title to Bayley, like, immediately when Bayley cashed in the Money in the Bank. So, yeah, and even other ones she had, like, even the one before that one, like when she won the title from Asuka just like a few weeks before WrestleMania. Yeah, and of course, like Becky Lynch won that match. So, it wasn't even a long reign there either. So, Charlotte's just like devaluing the title. I mean, Charlotte Flair is really just becoming like the John Cena of the women's division. She's just burying absolutely everybody else in the division. And, I'm just getting sick of it. So, seriously, give it a rest already, Charlotte. I mean, I'm not really like a Charlotte hater. Like, I don't really hate Charlotte, but she's just like, it's just getting so old seeing her at the top of the division all the time and seeing her win against absolutely everybody. So like I said, I mean, it just seems like she's just wanting to follow in her father's footsteps way too much. I mean, just because she's a Flair, it doesn't mean that she has to really take the same path that her father did. So, so that's just something that I'm really getting sick of. Just give it a rest already, Charlotte. Drop the title and stop winning it already. So, alright. So, I think I'm done talking about that because I really don't want really people to really think that I am a Charlotte hater because I'm not. It's something I had to address because I'm just really getting sick of her. Alright? Okay. And the last thing I want to talk about is just, the stuff of, like, what happened this past Sunday at Hell in a Cell with, Seth Rollins and Bray Wyatt and what this could mean, right? So, of course, like, this past Sunday at Hell in a Cell, of course, Seth Rollins defended the Universal title against Bray Wyatt in a Hell in a Cell, and just, there are just, like, so many things wrong here, okay? Because, first of all, just, why is the Hell in a Cell now red? Whose idea was that? I mean, I know WWE started this last year when they made the cell red, and it was red again this year. Why is it red? That just is stupid. I mean, it's basically just a cage. I mean, is the steel cage red now too? I mean, seriously. I mean, WWE making the Hell in a Cell red now, that's just freaking stupid, and it just looks so dumb. And also, like, in this match, why was there a red light? I mean, I know that Bray Wyatt now has, like, this Fiend gimmick going on, but, I mean, does that mean that there has to be, like, a red light now whenever he's in action? Just, why was there a red light on during this match? So that was really dumb. I mean, I can't imagine what it must be like for the crowd that was actually at Hell in a Cell on Sunday. I mean, it just must have been really, like, stupid and really hard to deal with being there live for that red light, And, I just gotta talk about the finish of this match, because this was just total bullshit. Like, what the hell was this? So, in this match, like, Seth Rollins was, like, using, like, a ladder and a chair and a bunch of weapons and stuff on Bray Wyatt. And then Seth Rollins went for a sledgehammer, and the referee was, like, telling him, Seth Rollins, not to use it. But then, Seth Rollins then nailed Bray Wyatt with the sledgehammer, and the referee called for the bell. Like, what the hell was that? I mean, was this a disqualification? Was this a stoppage? Like, what the hell was this? This is a freaking Hell in a Cell match. You don't do that. You don't stop the match. You don't call for the bell. I mean, there are no disqualifications in this match, and there are no stoppages. I mean, you mean to say, like, when Undertaker threw Mankind off of the cell, I mean, that wasn't bad enough to stop the match? I mean, I know, of course, like, they were, like, originally planning to stop that match, but it continued. And even, like, when Undertaker chokeslammed Mankind through the cell, and when, even, like, when Triple H, like, reversed the pile driver to Cactus Jack, and Cactus Jack, like, fell like through the cell down through the canvas. I mean, that wasn't enough to end the match, but just Seth Rollins using a sledgehammer or like made it bad enough to stop the match. What in the freaking hell is that? Yeah, and the crowd freaking hated it. I mean, yeah, the crowd was just totally booing, and yeah, I could hear like there were some bullshit chants, and even like in the post match when Bray Wyatt just sat up and attacked Seth Rollins. Yeah, the crowd was like starting to chant restart the match. Yeah, the crowd just absolutely hated this. I mean, this was just like such a freaking bad move, and this really hurts the Hell in a Cell gimmick. I mean, and I do not know what the hell WWE was thinking with that. I mean, seriously. I mean, even like Wikipedia and the WWE website and stuff, I mean, they don't even make it clear like what the official decision of the match was. I mean, they were saying like disqualification, a no contest, a stoppage. Yeah, I don't think even WWE really knows like what the result of this match really is. They were just giving it like everything. Yeah. But yeah, this just really just damages the Hell in a Cell gimmick, and yeah, this just really just makes no sense. I mean, if they were really like wanting to like do a finish like this, if this was actually WWE's intent, they shouldn't have done this match at all, because this just was such a terrible, stupid way to end a Hell in a Cell match. And I really think just Seth Rollins now is just in so much trouble, because yeah, he's just yeah, I think just with this, I mean, I think this is really going to make the fans just hate him. I mean, and this is just so bad for Seth Rollins. I mean, because for like the last several years, just the people have really loved him. I mean, Seth Rollins has just gotten so over. Has really been a fan favorite. I mean, even going back to like when he won the WWE World Heavyweight title at WrestleMania 31. I mean, the crowd just totally like been nuts for Seth Rollins. But now I think he's just in a deep shit. He is just like in so much trouble. I think this has just completely turned the people against him. And yeah, Seth Rollins is just, as the top star, he's just done. He's just, I think he's just going to get so much hate now, and just nobody is even going to like him anymore. I mean, yeah, WWE has basically now just like made him now in the Roman Reigns situation, where people are just going to absolutely hate him. And yeah, he's just done. I mean, yeah, I just really don't know what's going to be next for Seth Rollins, because after this, people are just going to hate him, and I don't really think that we're going to want to see him in this predicament anymore, and they don't want to see him like in the main event spot. So yeah, I just think Seth Rollins now, he's done. He's just absolutely finished as a main eventer, because yeah, after this, people are just going to be totally against him. So yeah, it sucks for Seth Rollins, but I mean, I just don't really know why WWE did this, because I mean, everything's been going so good for Seth Rollins, and just with what they did here, they've just ruined him. Absolutely done. So yeah, that sucks. I think that whatever they plan to do next, I think Bray Wyatt will be just fine with it. I mean, I don't really think they're gonna just destroy his Fiend gimmick just like this, especially with him attacking Seth Rollins at the end. But yeah, I think that possibly like at the Crown Jewel event, that there may be a rematch of some kind, whether it be No Holds Barred or something else like that, and probably Bray Wyatt might go over there, and then after that, I think just Seth Rollins is going to be done forever. Yeah, we'll just see how it goes, but yeah, it just sucks for Seth Rollins. So yeah, okay, so I guess that's all I can really say about it. I mean, if I continue on about it, I'll pretty much just sound like a broken record. Alright, so yeah, so those are my thoughts on the three situations. With Cain Velasquez coming to WWE, just my frustrations, and just sick of Charlotte, and yeah, just that, how much trouble Seth Rollins is in now. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about it. Like, comment on my channel and tell me like your thoughts on these three situations, and tell me what you think about them. Alright, but yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed what I had to say about these three situations. So yeah, we'll see what happens with all three situations in the future. Alright, so anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.